Hi there and welcome back, or if this is your first time, welcome. So today we're going to examine the subject of tattoos and piercings. This is a very popular question and not an easy one to give a definitive answer to. We put the question to our panel and here is what they had to say on the subject. First we're going to hear from Jess of the Seaworthy Stew.
So it depends on what type of boat that you're wanting to work on. So motor yachts, it's a general no for outrageous tattoos and piercings. So anything that's right down your arm or your legs or your face or the back of your neck that's really showy and you can see it, it's generally a no. It does depend. Some boats think it might be acceptable, and I have had deck crew members before who've worn like a sleeve to cover tattoos. However, generally speaking, tattoos and piercings on motor yachts over sort of 60-50 meters, it's a no. Sailing yachts, however, a bit more casual, and there is like a bit more of a laid back reputation with the industry, so you can get a job on sailing yachts with tattoos. So it's definitely possible. I used to have a tattoo on my foot. I got it removed when I just joined the industry. It was just too exposed on my foot and you could still see it. So I felt like I didn't want to write that on my CV that I had a tattoo, so I just got it removed altogether.
So tattoos and piercings sometimes are a little bit of a taboo subject. I personally work on boats under 100 feet, so I've never really gotten too much on them. I have about 13 little itty bitty tattoos on myself, and I would say it has really been hard in the industry to get big boat jobs with tattoos. But the great thing is that there is a bunch of makeup in the world that can help you with those. Kat Von D has a great foundation that you can use. Elf Cosmetics has like different color pigment palettes that you can hide your tattoos with. But what I would say is be honest about your tattoos and their placements. And if you can, cover them up to the best of your ability. And if a job tells you that you can't work if you have tattoos, don't worry, you're not missing out on much. It's better to be yourself and be fully accepted than to have to hide parts of your body for it. So yeah, that's about it.
Tattoos and piercing. Is it a big no? I guess it depends on the owners and the captain. I don't think it really has anything to do with the industry. As we know, the sailors always had their tattoos in the past, but what you can see is there's some lenience on private and sailing yachts in terms of tattoos. They're not that much of a problem. But obviously if there is a problem, there's lots of cover-up makeup now you can use to actually cover the tattoos if they're visible beyond your uniform, because sometimes the tattoos will be under your uniform and it's not visible, and then there's not an issue at all. In terms of piercing, it's more have to do with the health and safety on board, because as you know, we're working with moving objects, we're working on board where things can happen. You can fall over, you can trip, you can grab onto something. So anything that could hook outside of your body into anything, that could be a problem. But having like little studs in your ears, that's not a huge issue. And now in pharmacy you can buy things to cover your little nose holes and anything like that. So I don't think it's a huge issue at the moment these days, but there are boats that are paying attention to that, so it kind of depends where you're applying for.
Look, I think as with so many things, it's entirely dependent on the captain, the head of the department you're looking to get into, and often cases the owner. Our owner, for example, is not a fan of visible tattoos and piercings, and neither is the captain. So we tend not to hire people have visible tattoos. It's not because the crew have a problem with it necessarily, but especially as a charter boat, you don't know who's going to be chartering your boat next, and if they have a problem with it as well. You don't want your charter guests looking at something every day that just irritates them. It's a tricky one. I mean, that being said, I've met plenty of guys who've got visible tattoos, who have found boats they're very happy on, and it's not an issue at all.
Well, we've got a few conflicting opinions there, I think. I think the general theme that comes through, though, that it is harder to get a job if you've got tattoos or piercings. So my advice would be, if you don't have a tattoo or piercings at the moment and you're thinking about getting one, wait till you've found a job and then have a talk to the captain and see whether or not he would be okay with you getting that tattoo or that piercing. Or, as Emily said, it may be better to just be yourself, not worry about hiding your tattoos, but be aware that it may take longer to find a job. Well, I hope that's all been of some use to you, and just as usual, good luck with your job search, and I hope to see you back here again for some more insights into how to find a job in the yachting industry. Remember, you can always click the link below, download our free book, go to our webpage, go to our blog, and there you'll find plenty of other insights in how to find a job in yachting. Good luck.